Hey, it's Snapey here, and I have some Androxus gameplay. And, I guess I kind of want to make this sort of a western-y type of theme. So the three things that I got out of this gameplay are going to sort of tie into westerns, maybe it's a stretch or so, but just because Androxus has the revolver, I thought that'd be kind of a fun thing to do. So the first thing that I want to talk about is don't get scared of the showdown. It's kind of like a, showdown at noon, or, when the two guys meet at high noon in the middle of the town, and they have like that face-off. They draw their guns and fire. So don't get scared of the showdown. And basically what I mean by that is, as you can see in that opening sort of little clip, I was, obviously I saw their team, they had a Kinessa, and so obviously I knew my role as the flanker, as Androxus, was to go after her. So I got super psyched, like, okay, I gotta go after her, and I just gotta focus her the whole time, and that ended up getting me killed, because I was just like, alright, headed straight at her, and while that is part of my job as the flanker, and I understand that responsibility, I need to make sure that I don't get so psyched out that I did I miss all my shots and basically it's a free kill. And not only that, I think psychologically, now, if I'm the Kinessa, I'm thinking, oh, well, this Androxus is terrible. I won't have any problems. And maybe that works counter because I died so easily. Oh, now the Kinessa thinks, oh wow, yeah, not a problem. But I need to remember that to not be so tunnel vision and to be so focused on my primary target, or one of the priorities. I should be mindful that, yeah, there are several targets I can also pick off and get. So the next thing I want to, the next point I guess I want to bring up, second point, is army of 1 to 100. And this is sort of like one of those things where I've seen it in like westerns or like cowboy and Indian or Native American movies, I guess, where the cowboys would like surround them or whoever it is, but they only have like 5 guys, but they pretend like they have like 100 people, and so the enemy like surrenders and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we give up, because they position those 5 people very strategically, and they basically make them seem like their army is gigantic and they just surrender. One of the things that I want to try to do better, that I'm not quite utilizing as well, I've done it a couple times so far in this gameplay, but it's basically to widen the map so that it makes it seem like we have more than 5 people on our team. And I can do that by making sure that I approach them not just on the straight up front, but also sort of from different angles, from behind, from the side, from sort of a 3/4 angle. I missed that Tyler there, but at least I get it. That was not well coordinated ultimate, or not recognizing ultimate on my part. But getting back to the second point is to make sure that I utilize different angles so that our army doesn't seem like we're all just grouped up. We seem like we have 10 people. And I think that's one of the strengths of the flankers, is because their mobility is so good and their damage output is amazing in this game, you can present sort of this bowl or almost being surrounded. Like you have that feeling when the other team has a really good flanker, you almost feel like you're surrounded the whole time, even though the map is linear. You can still sort of have that feeling. And so I think that it's important as for me to widen that feeling or that fear, and sort of that leads to my third sort of point, and that's make them ride side saddle. Yeah, hopefully you sort of get that reference, like riding a horse, but to make them turn to the side. And that's part of making the army sort of feel bigger and making them feel sort of surrounded. But it's really about making them have to focus me so that my team, the real damage makers, because when we have Tyro, we got Pip, does a significant amount of damage, but we have Victor, we have these guys that can produce large amounts of real good tracking damage. And when they can get free shots when the team is looking at me, because especially because Pip is not necessarily a true healer, but by making the team turn to me, like right here, if they're looking back at me, there's no way they can do damage to my team, which again reduces the overall damage that my team has to deal with. Again, ooh, close escape, but it allows my team to do more damage while also allowing my team to not take as much damage by coming in at the side and making them sort of have to turn. They can't ignore this damage because I'm doing what 300-400 per shot, and if they don't turn, they're gonna die. So I think in all these things, I'm becoming a better flanker, but becoming a better Androxus player. So again, don't be scared by the showdown. No, don't be so obsessed and psych myself out with my role as the flanker to try and only get the sniper or any backline kill. To make my presence as the flanker so wide, so it feels like there's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people on our team. I think it is pretty nice. And lastly, to make them ride side saddle by going on the flanks and staying there and shooting them, and to make my presence known. So hopefully you enjoyed these tips. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.